listen to them. Well, I listen to Children of Bodom, but I listen to you every day.
Well, see, that's what it's about. That's the whole point.
That's
it's like you don't have to draw lines in the sand. I like this, so I can't like that. You can, it's fine. It's like, I've preached that for 20 years on the radio. It's like, it's all good. You're in different moods, different music. You don't have to put up this facade. I mean, when I was in high school, I've said this so many times, if I wasn't the big chooch that I am, 6'2", whatever, I would have gotten my ass kicked every day just because I wouldn't follow the trends. Like, all these people in my high school would walk around with, like, Neil Young and Santana records, and nothing against those records or Grateful Dead or whatever, but they couldn't name you 2 songs. That was the trendy thing to be into. Exactly. But I'm sitting there with the UFO Mechanics album cover in my locker and Kiss, which was the most uncool band in history at that time. People wanted to beat me up. They couldn't, how could you be like this?
And I went through a similar thing. I'm pretty, and I was a cheerleader, and I would say, well, I'm going to see Metallica, or I'm listening to White Lion, and they thought I was crazy because they listen to pop. And
do you have a band now? Are you in a band now?
Yes, I'm in a band right now. I live in Hollywood, right on the boulevard right there.
I'm going to be there next. I'm going to be there next week. Is your band playing?
We're not playing yet. I'm looking for guitarists like Vito Bratta.
Oh, okay.
If you want to join, but I
can't play. I would have come to see you though, because I'm going to be in L.A. next week. I would have come to see you, but okay.
Awesome. And do you have long hair still, Vito?
Ask Ed.
Yeah, he's wearing a winter hat, but he does. Vito looks, and thank you for the call, Jacinda, and good luck with your...
take care, Jacinda.
Vito looks identical. For those that we should take a picture at some point tonight if someone has a camera as proof. Because I'm telling you, you look identical. Nothing's changed. And I'm not just saying that. It's crazy, man. You look the same.
Somebody said I look like I stepped off the back of the Main Attraction album.
Yeah.
I can never change.
Yeah, you look identical.
You were talking about in 1987, 1988. I was in Hollywood somewhere, and David Cassidy was there, and someone said, we want to take a picture of you 2 guys. And this girl, I'm not going to know who she was from the record label, says, no, we can't have that. It's not
bad imaging.
It's not good for your image. And I said, you're right. So I went and stood next to David and took a whole bunch of pictures. I don't know, someone's got it. Whoever's out there has got it. Send it to me. Because I said, something? This thing where you draw these lines of, like, pop bands and metal bands. I said, this guy, when I was hanging out in 3rd grade, this guy was on tour. This guy made me want to grow my hair long.
Yeah.
I know it was the Partridge Family. I'm not stupid. I know that whole scene. Right. But I'm saying the guy, at the time, when you're 9 years old and there's this guy on TV with long hair and you're like, I want to look like that. And it started that whole ball rolling. But then these people, they put these things, these labels. They say, no, you can't do that. When I was a kid, before CDs and all this stuff, I had that record turntable thing where you put like 8 albums and they drop one at a time.
Absolutely.
I had Electric Ladyland, double album. I had Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Mountain, early Scorpions with Uli Roth. All of these things were mixed.
Right.
Like I said, with the Elton John and with all of that. I never said, no, I can't. You can't listen to Elton John after you just listen to the Scorpions. I mean, it was just music.
Yeah.
And, it's a shame that people do that, but, all right, what was I saying?
It goes into the stew of what makes, what ends up making, music.
I forgot to wish Jacinda luck there.
Yeah, well, we wish her luck. Brian, calls coming in from all over America for Vito Bratta. Brian in South Carolina. Hi, Brian.
Hey, how you doing, man?
We're good.
Hey, Brian.
I just want to give you props, man, for having this guy on finally after all these years.
Well, it's not like I haven't tried. Give him props. He finally said yes. He got tired of me bugging him for the last 15 years.
Well, I'm getting to that, man. Vito, man, you're a hero to so many people. You got so many fans out there. And I was just wondering 2 things. One, if you'd written anything in the past, years of silence you've been out of the industry. And also was curious if you checked out that website that all your fans are on, all the letters and all the stuff. And just hope to hear you play again, man. Thanks for everything.
Is the death metal guy on there?
That's probably the guy.
That's the guy. He's the webmaster. He's the death metal guy. But he really loves When the Children Cry. It's his favorite song in real life.
So, yeah, I've written I have songs. I mean, I've written songs, and they're not on tape. They're in my head. I've got probably an album's worth of material of just me on a nylon string guitar, a classical guitar, because that's the only thing that my fingers can seem to play without being in pain. And
that's a disheartening thing to hear, because Snake Sabo, who when Vito was at my house just this past December, we were doing a little bit of memory lane stuff, and I called Snake at the same time Vito was there, and I put Snake on the phone, and Snake has been dealing with his own issues with his arm and his hand that have been causing him problems too. And it's funny because, and I told Vito this, they talked on my phone for a little while, and then Vito handed me back my phone, and I said to Snake, I'm like, okay, I'll call you later, whatever. And Snake goes to me on the phone, he's like, what's he doing there? Like, where's he been? What's going on? I go, he came over with his mom and his girlfriend to see my daughter, whatever. And Snake goes to me, listen, you got to talk to that guy, he goes, because the world can live without me playing guitar, but the world can't live without us hearing Vito Bratta play guitar. And I swear to God, Snake said that, and that's coming from Snake, who I think is a pretty good player himself.
Yeah, he's a great guitar player. I mean, I go back with him. I wish I could remember the name of the band, but we used to play at the Fountain Casino in New Jersey, and it was his band and my band. My band, I remember, of course, the name was Dreamer, but his band, I just can't. I gotta get a hold of him and remember the name, and I feel bad because I used to unplug him while he was playing. I just used to be standing there on the side of the stage, and I would just walk over and unplug him and walk away. And he must, all those years, he must have been saying, what is wrong with that guy? But
I could call him right now, but neither of us will get a word in edgewise for the remainder of the show. So, all right, let's play a song. What do you want to play? You want to play a White Lion song or something you want to pick?
Actually, honestly, I would love to send a song out to the troops.
Oh, absolutely.
So all the soldiers who are in the war right now, and I'm a big supporter of them, and
me as well.
I just it's funny. Do I have time for just a little story?
Yeah, but tell me what song we're playing so that I can cue it up while you're telling the story.
It's your choice.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Do you want to play a White Lion song? Or you want to play something you wanted to hear from another band? What didn't we get to that you wanted to play? You want to play a Van Halen song or something, or?
Yeah, play a Van Halen song. Play Eddie's famous song, Eruption. How about that?
Hold on a minute. Hold on. You got tell your story.
All right, I'll tell my story. Actually, something when we were in Europe doing Main Attraction, I think we were in Germany, and we came out of a show, and there was these kids who were, just your regular kids who were outside of a show. I'm going to talk to Wayne here.
I'm listening.
Is that okay, Wayne? So, and these kids are just hanging out, and they're just like your regular fans outside, and there was like 3 or 4 of them. They're all standing there. And after we signed autographs and everything, I said, so what are you guys doing here? Because they're all speaking perfect English and everything. And they said, well, we just finished Desert Storm. And I'm looking at them. I said, what are you talking about? You just finished it. They said, well, this is, and the guy introduced himself. And to me, I was only 27 years old or whatever, 28, and he looked like a little kid to me. He said, this is me, and he introduced himself, and he says, this is my crew. And this is my gunner, this is my radar guy. Yeah. And he says, yeah, we play Radar Love or something. I forgot what song he played. Maybe Radar Love wasn't even out. But, he's asking, for autographs and everything. I says, it's just something snapped inside me. I says, you guys are the heroes.
Absolutely.
I should be asking for your autograph. And, I just, what these guys are going through out there, if they're listening on the internet and whatever, I just, a heartfelt thanks and for protecting us and for, fighting for our freedom.
I agree. 100%.
As a matter of fact, why don't you play "Fight for Freedom"? Do you have that?
Yes. Hold on, man. Now I got to go find it. Hold on.
All right, you got to go find that. I'll talk to Wayne. Wayne, you have any good?
Your story.
You have any good? You're standing there with that bottle.
It's a good bottle. I'm talking into the mic this time.
Come on, tell a story.
Hold on, what do you want to play? Which song do you want to play again?
"Fight for Freedom." It's off Big Game.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
What? Oh, see, I write the song. And
Cry for Freedom.
Cry for Freedom. I'm saying "Fight for Freedom." That's that's what's in my brain is what these guys are doing for us. But the song is "Cry for Freedom."
Anything you want to tell about this before we hit it besides what you just did? Writing it? Anything? Any story about recording it? Anything of interest, or just play it?
No, I just a heartfelt thanks to the troops.
Here it is. Cry for Freedom from White Lion's Big Game CD. Vito Bratta is in the studio. More music, more of your phone calls, more discussion on this special edition show as Vito breaks a 15-year silence right here.